sitting on a table right now. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Emma. Today I'm talking about one of my favorite topics, Instagram. Now I like to kind of switch up my Instagram feed. Right now it's fall, so I've really been loving tan, warm tones, hence the shirt. Just embracing like oranges, lots of color currently. But I always like to switch up my Instagram, so yeah, I'm just going to show you guys what I've currently been loving. Without anything further, let's just jump right into the video. Starting off, I am going to show you guys how I took this picture from this to this. And it actually isn't a lot of work. I know it seems like I changed almost everything about this picture, but honestly, I did. But I'm going to show you how because it's super easy. So first, I like to organize my apps, so right now they're just under photo, all of my favorite apps that I use. The first thing that I do is I'll go into Lightroom. Lightroom seriously saves my life every single time. It's always easier to favorite the pictures that you want to upload. It just kind of narrows everything down because if you're like me, you'll probably take 100 pictures and then like 3 of them. So those 3 that you like, you want to make sure are favorited. Okay. So the first thing I'll do is I'll just upload it right into Lightroom, and I will go to Light because that's usually just where I like to start. So after I press Light, I like to press the little icon next to it that says Auto. I always make sure to click that before I go in and edit everything myself, just to see if I do like the outcome of it, because 9 times out of 10 I really like what Auto does, and in this case I think it really helped. So I'm going to leave it at auto and then go in and make some tweaks. As you can see, my skin tone is a little bit darker and I really enjoy that. So that is from turning down the highlights and turning up the shadows. I can show you right here. It kind of just messes with your skin tone and really makes it pop. Another thing that I like in Light is the whites, because you can turn them literally all the way up so everything is like glowing, or you can have them just kind of like down so everything's kind of muted. It really just depends on what you guys like on your Instagram feeds. I kind of like it to be a little more bright, so I think I'm going to turn it up like halfway. The next thing that I'm going to do is go into my color. Color is an awesome tool. You can literally click on any color, like green in this case, and change the hue of it. I mean, guys, that's amazing. Usually I'll turn up the greens so they're a little bit more vibrant because I don't really like that yellowy green look. I mean, I do, but I have a lot of yellow going on in this picture, so I think I'm just gonna turn up the greens. But the saturation in this picture is kind of a lot, so I think I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. The next thing that I will go in and do is change out the yellows. So as you can see, my bathing suit is yellow, but I want to change that so it's a little bit more of a vibrant yellow. So I'm gonna go in and change the hue, turn up the saturation, and turn up the luminosity, just because I think that the color was a little bit more white looking before and I want it to be like super yellow. One thing that I always make sure to check out is the orange tones, because that tends to be like my skin tone, which is like, I guess, kind of insulting because like I don't want to look like an orange, but it always picks up on my skin tone. So the hue, I'm gonna go in and you can really change it. Like you can make yourself look like a straight up crab, or you can like make yourself look like an alien. But anything, I like to just make myself more olive looking, so I'll go in with the saturation and turn that up a little bit. As you can see, that really changes out my skin tones. It looks very glowy, and that's really what I like my skin to look like, so I always make sure to turn up the saturation. And another crazy trick is you can go into the luminosity and you can turn it down, and it actually makes you tanner. So I think I'm done with the color. I'm just going to go over to the details now, because I always like to sharpen my picture to make sure that it looks the most high quality that it can be. And guys, the noise reduction is everything. So I'm gonna zoom in for this part just so you can see. My sister is in my glasses. It's kind of unfortunate. So my skin is looking not super smooth, but I could have it smoother. So I will go into the noise reduction and turn it up, and it literally just makes like a gloss over my skin. Like, do you see that? This is everything. I used to go into Facetune and do that. Now that I can just do it on Lightroom, it really makes a difference because then I don't have to lose the quality of putting it through so many apps. Another thing that I want to do is go in and get that blue hue and turn it down just so the sand looks super white. So I'm gonna do that really quick just because I'm a perfectionist and I just noticed that right now. So yeah, guys, this looks so good. Okay, so after that, I'm just going to save it to my camera roll and put it into the next app that I always use. So the next app that I really love is Snapseed. If you guys have been sleeping on Snapseed, it's time to wake up because Snapseed is life-changing. And I know I keep saying that, but these apps have honestly changed the way that my Instagram looks, so it's very near and dear to my heart. Okay, so I'm just gonna upload my picture once again, and my favorite tool to use is under brush, and then I go over to exposure. Just wait for this. So usually I'll turn it up to like 7. You can turn it up and down depending on how light you want it. But I mean, look at the difference in that sand already. It looks like I'm on Mexico's beaches in the bright white sun, and really I was just in South Carolina, and this was in like a random, next to a parking lot. Like, no one would even know, guys. No one would even know. So let's just trick the people, you know what I mean? They don't have to know that you were in a parking lot, Emma. No one has to know. Okay, so look at that quick before and after. I mean, it's that easy, guys. You can be having these high quality pictures. All you need to do is just download these apps and really just spend 10 minutes putting it through different filters before you throw it in VSCO. Because I know so many bloggers say that they use VSCO to edit their pictures, but they really mean they put it in Lightroom, they brighten the whites, they do this, this, and this, and then they go into VSCO. So after that, I will save that once again to my camera roll and take it over to VSCO. Is it VSCO? I don't know. I always just spell it out because it feels stupid saying VSCO because it's not like a word, but I could be so wrong. Okay, so I'm just gonna upload it into VSCO or VSCO, whatever you guys prefer. And now these filters look literally so much better than if I would have just brought my picture in and then threw a filter on it. So this is it with the A4 filter, which is honestly one of my favorites. I just think it looks super warm and cozy. So I either use that or I go into the J's. J5 is really pretty, but I don't know, I'm really stuck on that A4. I think it just looks super summery. So I'm going to add a little bit of that. And then I'm going to bring it into crop and bring it into Instagram's crop, which is 4:5. And size my picture from there. Really didn't want that little corner sticking out. I think that looks really good. And once again, I'll go in and sharpen it just to make sure that my quality is like top notch. Okay, so my editing process is like 80% over, but I still need to bring it into my last app that I use to make sure that everything is gonna flow on my Instagram, and that is UNUM. Guys, this app is, I can't say life-changing, I've been saying that too much. Groundbreaking. This is a groundbreaking app, guys. Lays out your entire Instagram feed so far so you can see where this picture is eventually gonna fit in. And if you guys are like me, you kind of have like OCD about how your Instagram's looking, how it's flowing. I never like to have too many pictures of myself in a row or like too many crowded pictures in a row. I'm just very particular about what and where I'm putting pictures. I like this app because I can upload the picture that I want to eventually upload and see if it fits okay in my current feed, which I'm not really loving where this is, so I might move it to the middle. And then over here I could upload something like ice cream or something like that, so it just flows a little bit better. Alright guys, so that concludes today's video. Thank you guys so much for sticking around and editing this picture with me. It's a lot more fun with you guys editing. Usually I'll just be sitting on my bed, probably eating some Cheez-Its or something. But it was really fun talking through the process, and hopefully you guys learned something or got something new out of this video. Also, comment down below if you guys have any favorite apps of yours that you guys edit your Instagram pictures on, because I'm always looking for new stuff, spice up my feed. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.